Welcome to this edition of SAU Magazine, a weekly program featuring news, profiles, sports, commentary, interviews, and special events, all coming to you from the campus of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm David Parkerson.
And I'm Angela Bradford.
Tuition at Southern Arkansas University will increase by $8 per credit hour, with a $1 increase in the technology fee. Room and board costs will increase by 5%. According to President Stephen Gamble, even with this tuition increase, SAU will remain one of the least expensive four-year colleges in the state. And for those students who attend SAU Tech in Camden, expect to see a $10 increase per credit hour for the 2001-2002 academic year. The reason for the tuition increase is the rising cost of health insurance and utilities, as well as a proposed salary increase.
The SAU Department of English recently sponsored the annual Youth Writing Festival, open to students from grades 1 through 12. The students submitted over 700 entries in categories of essays, poems, and short stories. The festival included a model writing workshop and peer reading sessions. The purpose of the writing contest was to get students more involved in writing. The festival helps to develop the students' writing and raises the awareness about the importance of writing.
A teacher fair will be held on Wednesday in the Bruce Center from 1 to 4 p.m. The teacher fair is sponsored by the Employment Resource Center, allowing students and alumni to meet with representatives from schools in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas to discuss employment opportunities in the public school systems. Education majors are encouraged to attend and bring several copies of their resumes.
The Department of Graduate Studies will offer a new counseling class during the first summer session. The class is entitled Counselor as Mediator. The purpose of the class is to qualify students to successfully mediate community disputes of various types and degrees. The class will take place at 100 East North Street in Magnolia.
Several junior and senior students from the School of Business Administration at Southern Arkansas University are participating in the Business Intern Program during the spring semester. This honors program allows students to explore specific industries before committing to full-time employment. The program also helps students expand their networking opportunities. Dr. Gail White, Director of the Intern Program at SAU, feels the virtual program gives students one more opportunity to gain experience.
The Department of Nursing will host the Town Hall meeting on Tuesday, April 17th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Warren Nursing Building. The meeting is open to all nursing students and any interested community members and is sponsored by the Arkansas Nursing Association. The meeting will give the nurses an opportunity to talk about issues in nursing and their concerns. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Angela Bradford.
And I'm David Parkerson.
With an SAU profile, I'm Christie Roden.
And I'm Braden Harman.
Steve Quinn, who helped the Rider football team win the Gulf South Conference Championship in 1997, has returned as the 15th head football coach in school history. Quinn returns from Northwestern State University, where he served under former SAU head coach Steve Roberts.
During his tenure, Quinn helped the Riders post records of 9-2, 8-2, and 9-1 for a combined record of 26-5 over a 3-year period. SAU shattered several school records, won a Gulf South Conference championship, and produced 8 All-GSC offensive linemen and 1 All-American.
Quinn graduated from Ouachita Baptist University with a bachelor's and received his master's from Baylor. Quinn graduated from Mena High School in 1981. With an SAU profile, I'm Christie Roden.
And I'm Braden Harman.
SAU Sports, I'm Heather Halter.
And I'm Daniel Green.
The Mule Rider baseball team fell to 22-10 overall and 7-7 in conference play after dropping 2 of 3 games to Delta State at home this weekend. Although SAU took the series opener 8-6, the Statesmen won the next 2 7-5 and 20-15. The 3-game series was an offensive slugfest, with the two teams combining for 61 runs and 84 hits. The Riders hopes to stay alive in the hunt for a GSE tournament berth when they travel to Ouachita Baptist.
SAU's golf team has its conference tournament the 16th and 17th of April on the Arlington course at Hot Springs Country Club. As always, SAU has some of the toughest competition in the country, as 6 of the schools in the conference are ranked, and 3 of those 6 are in the top 10. The coach and the golfers are confident that if everyone plays well, they can finish well in conference. The golf team has been playing well as of late. Hopefully they can keep that momentum going into the conference tournament.
SAU's men's and women's track and field teams followed up their record-breaking home meet with 2 first-place finishes at the unofficial Gulf South Conference Championship meet held at the University of Memphis. For the women, Candy Hoy placed first in the women's 100-meter, 200-meter, and long jump competitions. In men's track and field, Johnny Forte was the man of the hour. He placed first in the 200-meter dash, the 400-meter dash, and helped SAU's men win the 4x100-meter run.
The women's softball team has seen a lot of action lately. April 8th, they split 2 games at the University of Arkansas Monticello. The Riderettes won the first game 2-1, but could not keep the hot streak going to beat UAM in this second game. SAU lost 3-2. Most recently, SAU and East Texas Baptist split a doubleheader in Magnolia on April 10th. East Texas Baptist won the first game 4-0, but SAU bounced back to beat them 1-0 in the nightcap. SAU Sports, I'm Daniel Green.
And I'm Heather Halter.
With commentary, I'm Nakita Martin.
And I'm Monica Rasmussen.
Have you ever noticed that almost every time you pick up a Bray, the front page says something about the theater department?
We would like to see some organizations, departments, and vital news stories get more recognition.
The Bray has always been biased toward the School of Liberal and Performing Arts.
Science and business usually gets bumped to second or third page, while news about plays are printed weeks in advance on the front page.
For example, SAU has a prestigious business school that is competing in competitions or developing new projects, but the Bray staff never mentions them on the front page.
The science and technology department receives even less recognition. The readers of the Bray would never know that some of the most qualified teachers and intelligent students, some ultimately accepted into numerous medical schools, are in the science department.
We would like to stay apprised of what's going on in the theater, but we should know and see more about other departments on campus.
With commentary, I'm Monica Rasmussen.
And I'm Nakita Martin.
With an SAU police log, I'm Joann Lane.
And I'm Robert Chatman.
Dustin Wolf, hall director of Talbot, reported a television was stolen from the Graham Annex lobby between March 23rd and March 24th. The case is under investigation. Charles Griffin reported the theft of a textbook from the cafeteria on March 28th.
The book was recovered at the bookstore, and it was determined Keith Williams sold the book back. A warrant was obtained for the theft under $500. Williams was arrested by Officer Murphy and booked at the Magnolia Police Department.
UPD provides a variety of services to members of the university community. UPD conducts all investigations into criminal offenses that occur on campus, as well as traffic complaints and accidents. The department also provides assistance by unlocking vehicles, escorting people on campus, and providing building security.
UPD officers work with other law enforcement agencies with concurrent jurisdiction to conduct the best possible investigations in narcotics and other dangerous crimes. UPD welcomes the opportunity to conduct crime prevention and awareness programs to any on- and off-campus groups with no charge.
Escort services may be obtained by calling the UPD. Escorts will ordinarily be provided at no charge when the officer is not involved in other police operations requiring the officer's presence.
UPD operates on a basis of priority calls for service. Police service calls are always handled prior to non-police, assistance-only requests, escorts, unlocks, and so on. To report campus crimes or suspicious activities on campus, contact the University Police Department at 235-4100. That's 235-4100. With an SAU police log, I'm Robert Chatman.
And I'm Joann Lane.
I'm Marsha Walters.
And I'm Mwachiro.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. The Army National Guard is looking for enlistments. They are offering a variety of enlistment programs, including cash enlistment bonuses of $5,000 and $8,000. There are tax-free programs and college scholarships also available. Incentives also include free auto tags for members' cars and free military clothing.
Teacher Fair 2001 will be taking place soon. Representatives from schools in Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana will be on the SAU campus to discuss employment possibilities in the public schools. Education majors are encouraged to attend and bring multiple copies of their resumes. Graduate schools will also be present with representatives from 16 Arkansas schools, 4 Louisiana schools, and 4 schools in Texas. I'm Mwachiro.
And I'm Marsha Walters.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Tarea Haywood. On April 12th in the Greek Theater, a free rock concert was sponsored for the students of SAU. The performers were Baraka, Panacea, Green Fast, and Alisea. The concert took place at 7 p.m. Also, on April 12th, fraternity Alpha Phi Alpha presented Gorilla Thriller 2 at the VFW. The Thriller started at 10:06. Admission was $3 until 10:06 and $5 after. All college students and youth groups are invited to attend a Passion Walk next week. The walk includes a reenactment of the last hours of Jesus' life. The walk will begin at the Wesley Building, stopping at various spots on the SAU campus. Refreshments to follow. Worship leaders are Neil Andrews and Wesley Foundation students. The Department of Theater and Mass Communication invites students to an afternoon with encore and dance workshop Tuesday, May 1st at Harman Theater. The dance workshop will be held at 12:45 p.m. An encore concert will take place from 2 to 3 p.m. For more information, contact Judy Vassar, Assistant Professor of Theater and Director of Encore. Encore has been entertaining regional high school students for more than 20 years. Applications for the editor of the Bray for the 2001-2002 school year are now being accepted. Applications must be submitted to Professor David Murphy this week. Applications should include the following: letter of application, resume including GPA, record of journalistic coursework and relevant experience, and a list of goals for the student newspaper. Another campus publication, The Muir Rider, is SAU's yearbook. Advisor John Carey will soon be requesting applications for the next year's Muir Rider editor. And that's this week's entertainment news.
SAU broadcast journalism students produce informative television programs for viewers in Southwest Arkansas. The SAU Report features interviews with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. It is seen each week in Magnolia on TCA Cable Channel 13. Camden residents can see the SAU Report each morning on Cable Channel 16. Tens of thousands of cable television households in Southwest Arkansas watch the program on KTSS-TV Channel 55 in Hope. The SAU Report not only serves as a learning tool for broadcast journalism students, but serves to inform the region about institutional events and personalities. Some editions of SAU Magazine feature audio segments from these television programs. Be sure and watch the SAU Report on your local cable television service. Informative viewing, provocative subject matter. The SAU Report.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Samantha Skiles. Monday, April 16th, will be the last date to change I-grades in the Office of the Registrar. At 4 p.m., SGA Traffic Appeals Court will be held in the Bruce Center, and 5 p.m. is the deadline to apply for departmental scholarships. Tuesday, MBSF will be hosting a spring cookout, and at 4 p.m. there will be a President's Ambassadors meeting in the Overstreet Boardroom. And at 5 p.m., applications are due for Mule Rider Roundup and Leadership Academy mentor positions. Wednesday, the Housing Fair, SGA, and RHA elections will take place in the mall area from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Spring Fling will also be taking place in the mall area from noon until 6 p.m. Thursday, the Baptist Student Union will be sponsoring Hoop Fest, and the FFA will be sponsoring a crawfish bowl. And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.